Namaste. Hello friends, my name is Dr. Pranjal Chaure. I am a homeopath practicing in Nagpur since 2011. Welcome to my YouTube channel about homeopathic books. In the videos on this channel, you will learn about various homeopathic books on different subjects. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe it and press the bell icon. And also don't forget to share it with your friends. So let's start with today's topic. Hello friends, today's topic is homeopathic books on obstetrics and gynecology disorders. The first book is The Couch's Emergency Manual, Homeopathy in Pregnancy by W. A. Yingling. Dr. William Yingling was MD, American homeopath. He was MD PhD. He lived and practiced in Emporia, Kansas from 1896 until his death. He was educated for medical missionary work, but after receiving his appointment to go to Mumbai, India, he became ill and could not carry out his mission and returned to United States. This book has 323 pages. This book deals with remedies and their application to the abnormal conditions of parturition, those which occur directly before, during or after labor or abortion. All indications of remedies for labor and abortion with hemorrhage and eclampsia are given. The contents are in 3 parts: introduction, therapeutic indications and repertory. The next book is Homeopathic Therapeutics as Applied to Obstetrics by Sheldon Levitt. Dr. Sheldon Levitt was MD, American homeopath. He was a professor of physiology and clinical midwifery in Chicago. This book was published in the year 1881. The most characteristic features of a limited number of remedies is discussed in this book. Contents are in 2 parts. Part 1, the clinical and pathogenetic indications for remedies in obstetrics, and Part 2, a clinical repertory of homeopathic therapeutics as applied to obstetrics. The next book is A Treatise on Obstetrics by John C. Peters. Dr. John Charles Peters was MD. He was born in the year 1819. He died in the year 1893. A treatise on obstetrics, disorders of pregnancy, parturition and lactation. He was an American homeopath. This book was published in the year 1854. He began studying homeopathy in 1837. He also studied in Europe under Schonlein, Rokitansky and Skoda. He was editor of North American Journal of Homeopathy. He was a founder member of New York Pathological Society. In 1859, he was the president and professor of Mater Medica and Therapeutics in New York College of Medical Sciences. In 1893, he died due to paralysis at the age of 74. This book is a valuable guide to students and practitioners. Next book is Homeopathic Medicines for Pregnancy and Childbirth, Richard Moskowitz. Dr. Richard was a MD, American homeopath. He is an undergraduate from Harvard University and completed his medical education from New York University. He has an experience of more than 18 years of practice and over 800 pregnancies. This book is recommended by Dr. Catherine Coulter, Dr. Dana Ullman and Dr. Linda Cooper. This book was first published in the year 1992. The contents are: Part 1, Introduction to Homeopathy, includes the law of similar and its implication, remedies and patients. Part 2, Mater Medica, includes 2 childbirth remedies, 2 female remedies, 6 acute remedies, 8 common remedies, 7 universal remedies. Part 3, Therapeutics, includes early pregnancy, first trimester, late pregnancy, labor and childbirth, the newborn period. Next book is Homeopathic Nursery Manual by Ruel Benson. The case and feeding of children in health disease has been given in detail in this Homeopathic Nursery Manual. Dr. Ruel Benson was an American homeopath. This book was published in the year 1908. He was a lecturer on diseases of children at New York Homeopathic Medical College and attending pediatrics in the Flower Hospital. The contents are: Part 1, The Case of Infants, includes the nursery, bathing, clothing, crying, airing, sleeping, nursery maids, mouth, eyes, ears, nose, dentition, weight and development. Part 2 includes feeding, which includes maternal feeding, contraindications for maternal feeding, nursing, regimen, the nursing infant, weaning, wet nurse, substitute feeding, modified milk, milk formulas for the first year, milk diluents, live water, pasteurized milk, sterilized milk, peptonized milk, infant foods, traveling, general rules for artificial feeding, feeding from the 12th to the 18th month, feeding from 18th month to the end of the 4th year, and special recipes. Part 3 includes the care of children in illness. It includes general science of diseases, homeopathic remedies, homeopathic nursing during illness, diseases of the alimentary canal, contagious diseases, general diseases, bad habits, accident, poisons and antidotes. The next book is Leukorrhea and Other Varieties of Gynecological Catarrh by Homer Irving Ostrom. Dr. Ostrom was MD. He was born in the year 1852 and died in the year 1925. He was an American homeopath and surgeon to the Metropolitan Hospital and Hahnemann Hospital, New York. He graduated in 1873 from New York Homeopathic Medical College. He was a senior member of American Institute of Homeopathy and practiced in New York for 40 years. This book contains 4 chapters. The first 3 chapters are on Leukorrhea and the 4th chapter has 2 parts, part 1 therapeutics, part 2 repertory. The next book is Menstruation by William Jefferson Gunsey. Dr. William Jefferson Gunsey was a MD, American homeopath, born in the year 1854. His father, William Fuller Gunsey, was also a MD. In 1875, graduated MD from Hahnemann Medical College, Philadelphia, author of many books. This book was published in the year 1877. He was a follower of Hahnemann. His book, this is a small booklet of 15 pages. It includes repertorization chart of medicines related to menstruation. Also, repertory chart includes column on medicine name, first menses, time, quantity, term duration, pain, color and consistency. The next book is Disorders of Menstruation by A.C. Cowperthwaite. Dr. A.C. Cowperthwaite was a stalwart American homeopath. Alan Corson Cowperthwaite, MD, PhD, LLD, born in the year 1848 and died in the year 1926. He was the president of American Institute of Homeopathy in 1888. He was a professor of Mater Medica, Obs-Gynaec, Pharmacology in Iowa and Michigan. He was a student of Constantine Hering and he received his degree in 1869. He is the author of many books. The contents of the books includes definition, varieties, pathology, etiology, exciting causes, symptoms, diagnosis, prognosis and treatment of amenorrhea, menorrhagia and metrorrhagia, dysmenorrhea with its types, that is congestive, neuralgic, membranous and obstructive, and therapeutics of dysmenorrhea. The next book is Menstrual Disorders and Homeopathy, Dr. Y.R. Agrawal. Dr. Agrawal sir is a famous homeopath from Rajasthan, India. He was the author of many books. This book was published in the year 1997. The contents are menstruation, amenorrhea, dysmenorrhea, menstrual colic, menorrhagia, menopause, metrorrhagia, menses premature, menses profuse, menses protracted, menses retarded, menses scanty, menses too soon, menses suppressed, vicarious menstruation, toothache during menses, ailments before menses, ailments during menses, ailments after menses, peculiar symptoms, sensations as if. The next book is Menses and Health, a lady's manual of homeopathic care by Dr. H.C. Malhotra. Dr. H.C. Malhotra was the HMB from Calcutta. The contents are introduction, guidelines for teenagers, girls and ladies, the menstrual function, amenorrhea, dysmenorrhea, menorrhagia, noteworthy points, cessation of menses. The next book is The Diseases of Female in Relation to Homeopathy, Thomas Skinner. Dr. Skinner was a MD from London. He was a famous British homeopath. He was born in the year 1825 and died in the year 1906. Born and educated in Edinburgh, Skinner began his medical studies in 1849. Graduated MD in 1853 at St. Andrews. Before becoming a homeopath, he was a respected gynecologist and obstetrician who had worked with Sir James Simpson. Dr. James Simpson was a professor at Edinburgh and pioneer of the use of chloroform anesthesia. He came to homeopathy in 1875 because of his own health problems. He was cured with a single dose of high potency of sulfur, that is potency powder. Dr. Skinner converted to homeopathy and advocated the use of high potency. He developed a centesimal fluxion machine for making high potencies and it was named Skinner machine. This book describes author's methodology to treat the diseases of women. It discusses the pathology and therapeutics of different kinds of discharges from vagina and uterus, other pathologies of female genital tract like displacement of womb, neuralgias, inflammation, ulceration and cancers. The use of local application in treatment of these diseases has been condemned. Cases from authors' vast clinical experiences have been illustrated to enrich the reader's knowledge. The book is a rich clinical text. The next book is The Common Diseases of women, including the homeopathic and general treatment of ailments peculiar to different periods of life, by Dr. E.H. Rudolph, MD. This is a very good book. Dr. E.H. Rudolph, MD was a British homeopath, LRCP, MRCS, LM from London and Edinburgh. He is the author of various books. Details about author have been shared in the previous videos, so please do watch the videos. Contents are introductory chapter, menstruation, incidental diseases, reproduction, labor and its after management, nursing and lactation. The next book is Homeopathic Therapeutics of Uterine and Vaginal Discharges by W. Eggert. Dr. Eggert was a MD, American homeopath. This book was published in the year 1878. Author has gathered information from all attainable sources from his 25 years of practice and more. Author has consulted the books like Hahnemann's Mater Medica Pura, Chronic Diseases, Allen's Mater Medica, including first 8 volumes, Herring Mater Medica, Lippis Mater Medica, Guns's Obstetrics, Rau's Pathology and Theraps, Baher's and Kafka's Theraps, Hill's New Remedies, etc. This is a must-read book by every homeopath. Contents are menstruation and dysmenorrhea, menorrhagia, amenorrhea, abortion and miscarriage, metrorrhagia, flor albus, lochia, and general concomitants. The next book is Clinical Gynecology with Homeopathic Therapeutics by James C. Wood. This is a very fine book. You should definitely purchase it. James C. Wood was an AM, MD, FACS, American homeopath. This book was published in the year 1917. James Craven Wood, born in Ohio, USA, in 1858, graduated in 1879 from University of Michigan. Contents of this book are forward, dysuria, dysmenorrhea, uterine hemorrhage, vaginal discharge, leukorrhea, cancer, myofibroma of the uterus, gastric, peptic and duodenal ulcer, gastrointestinal autointoxication and mucous enterocolitis. The next book is The Woman, Female Problems and Their Cure by P. Krishna Kumar. Dr. P. Krishna Kumar was a BCom LLB MB homeopath. Dr. Krishna Kumar Pedibhatta hails from Andhra Pradesh. For the last 3 generations, they are staunch followers of homeopathy. Like his grandfather, the author is also an advocate and a homeopath. He has a diploma in homeopathy received in the year 1948. First edition of this book was published in the year 1995. Contents are a brief description of 55 remedies for female problems is discussed in this book. The next book is Gynecological Diseases, notably enlargements and displacements of the uterus and sterility considered as curable by homeopathy by J. Compton Burnett, MD, and Organ Diseases of Women by Burnett. The names are different, but the book is the same. This is the older version and this is the new version. J. Compton Burnett was a MD, famous British homeopath. The details about the author have been discussed already in the previous videos. This book shows that medicines can restore enlarged and dislocated wombs to their proper size and position. The author has included the subject of sterility as enlargement of and displacements are very commonly its cause. The next important book is again by Dr. James Compton Burnett, The Change of Life in Woman and the Ills and Ailings Incident Thereto and Homeopathy. Details about the author have been already given in the earlier videos. Contents are, this book was published in the year 1898. The contents are in 2 parts. This book deals specifically with the role that the homeopathy can play in beating complaints related to menopause. The author shows how to treat common discomforts that may arise before, during or after menopause, including menstrual irregularities, hot flushes, night sweat, depression, sleep disturbances, tumors of breast, precancerous uterus, neurasthenia, retardation, prolapse of uterus, post-climacteric dyspepsia, retraction of nipple and aching joints. It includes various diseases related to menopause with its homeopathic treatment, case illustrations, notes on Lycinum, Jaborandi, Glynicum, and psychosis at the change of life. Hope you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you for watching the video.